Hey there, are you tired of installing ComfyUI, then chasing extra libraries, hard-to-find workflows, huge models, and everything by hand like in the Middle Ages? Well, I have something for you. Tired of chasing complex installation manuals only to get entangled in dependency hell, and in the end it does not work anyway? Well, I have something for you. Tired of being afraid of breaking your installation if you install some new plugin? Well, you get the idea. Welcome to Los Crossos. Sorry, I meant
Los Crossos.
Let's get started. One would think there has to be a better way to install and manage projects like ComfyUI. Who will come to rescue when bugs break your install? When you want to add that new plugin but are scared to do it? When you just want to relax and enjoy your projects? Introducing Pynst, a cross-platform Python project manager contained in a single file. One file, all platforms, any Python project. Pynst automates the entire lifecycle of a Python application. Installation, updates, and repairs into a simple, readable text file so you don't have to worry about it. It's designed to solve the common headaches of other installers. Pynst is secure. You don't need to disable security features in your OS. It's transparent. You see every single step in the instruction file. No hidden background tasks. You have full control. You can easily edit the text file to add or remove plugins and models. And it's robust. If your existing installation breaks, you can repair it with a single command. The revenv command is like, have you tried turning it off and on again? For your Python setup. Carefully and safely rebuilding the virtual environment. Pynst even creates native desktop shortcuts for your projects on Windows, Mac, and Linux, so you don't have to start them manually like an animal. Do I need to keep selling you this? So, let's see what would be the recipe for a perfect Comfy install with all the bells and whistles. This is my personal recipe from back in the day when I had to write this down with sweat and tears. Let me explain what happens here. We need to ensure Python 3.13 is available. Then we need to clone the Comfy repository from GitHub. We can check the cloning worked by checking for Python file called main in the root of the repo. We then create a virtual environment. We can put this wherever we want. Install accelerators, for example from my accelerator project. Then we need to clone our favorite plugins into the Comfy custom nodes folder and install the requirements for each of those plugins from all directories. Create a desktop icon to launch Comfy. Let's say we make 3 different icons in 3 different configurations. Comfy GPU mode, Comfy CPU mode. You get the idea. I am actually an ink pen kind of person, but this should be digital. So, that's a bit better. But I want this to be installable, so let's make it a recipe. That is nice. Now we are talking. Let's test this bad boy out. We start by cloning the Pynst repository. This is going to be our headquarters, but if you prefer, you only need the single Pynst Python file. You can just grab that and put it anywhere you like. Now let's start Pynst with the provided Comfy RTX pinstaller and a target directory. That directory will hold the Comfy installation and Pynst configuration files. Pynst ensures the right Python version is installed and clones the Comfy repository. Fetch, good puppy. Pynst checks that a venv exists, and if not, it creates one for us. Such a nice guy. Now it fetches the accelerators. We need some speed. Pynst installs the accelerators for us. Thanks, buddy. Now it installs all the plugins we asked for and installs them. Who would want to do this by hand? Not me. Now we get two nice start icons on our desktop. Let's try that out and start Comfy. Excellent, it works just as we wanted. But what if one Comfy is not enough? What if you want another? Well, we just run the command again with another target directory. Good guy Pynst will install another copy of a full-fledged Comfy installation with all bells and whistles. Also with a second set of starter icons, of course. Bam, two Comfies. I feel like a magician. Let's try this bad boy out. Each copy works independently of the others. Would you look at that? It's a second full working copy of Comfy installed just like that. You can install as many as your heart desires. Wait a second, I hear you say. What about the workflows, Crossos? You promised me workflows. For workflows, it's the same principle. We define a recipe that can be installed. Let's do it. Let's say you want to install the Nunchaku QN edit workflow. Let's see my rusty notes. This is what you need to do to get a Nunchaku workflow running, as if you didn't have enough problems. After you downloaded the actual workflow and put it in the workflows folder, you also have to install the Nunchaku library plugin. You need to download a ton of models and put them each one by hand in the right folders. And there is a bug in the library, so you need to get a specific version of some library. Also, you need to clone the Nunchaku repository in the latest version. So let me see, how could we make this easier? Similar to the other script, let's get this digital. Nice, nice. Now a recipe. All right, that's the stuff. Now let's try it out. We now run Pynst with the Pynstaller that contains a recipe to install Comfy workflows. Pynst fetches all files and places them in the right places. Install all needed plugins and installs them, just what you need. We start Comfy to check, and of course the workflow should be sitting there waiting for us. Excellent, this was a breeze, just the way I like it. Well, that's it. Now go out there, be creative, and make some amazing workflows and share them with the world. And if you want to share your recipe for installing those workflows, share it with me and maybe I can add it to the Pynst repository. See you around.